Hello and welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. My name is Emily. I'm here today to share with you my take on the June freebie that was designed by Nikki Adigan. Hi Nikki. And she does this every month, creates a new little freebie kit. It's kind of a kit. There's always a sheet of embellishments or, tags or, pretty things. And then a collage sheet. And then she creates a different template every month that can be combined with past templates, right? This month it is a gorgeous, as you saw, garden theme. I love this, and this is kind of perfect. I think this is going to be perfect. I can use what I create in my cooking little journal project that I'm doing, I think. If not there, I'll use it somewhere else because it's gorgeous. But anyway, the templates are like a matted tag. So basically, the idea behind this is that you would, I printed this twice onto white cardstock, and I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut around the dark edges on one, the really bold black edges, and that's going to be my template for sort of my tag background. And for that, I'm going to use this red cardstock. And then I'm going to cut it out again, but I'm going to cut inside those bold black lines, and that's going to be the mat for the front of the tag. Does that make sense? I think it does. So I will also link to Nikki's video because she probably does a whole lot better job explaining this than I just did. I tend to, I don't know, my words get messed up. Anyway, I'll link to her video in the description box below. Now, the only way that you can get these freebies is by joining my Facebook group, Junk Journal Inspirations, and the link for that is in the description box as well. Make sure if you are going over to join, there are 3 questions that you have to answer before we can approve your request to join. The first one is agreeing not to sell. The second one is just telling us, kind of like what you would like to learn or see more of, in regards to paper crafting and junk journaling. And then the third question is actually a checkbox to agree to the group rules. So you have to answer all 3 of those before we can accept you into the group. So just make sure you do that. And then once you're in the group, you can find all of the freebies, the current June ones and the past ones, in the files section of the group. And if you're on a computer, you will have to click more at the top of the group and then files, and then you'll see all of the files for the group. And there are three files created for each month's freebies. And then you can just click on those and save them to your computer as you normally do and print them out and do whatever you want with them. But they are to remain in the group, so please don't share them outside, don't share the templates and the freebies outside of the Junk Journal Inspirations Facebook group. But other than that, have fun. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut all of this out, and I'll probably go ahead and even after I've cut out the templates, I will trace them onto my paper and cut those out so you don't have to watch all of that. And then we'll get to creating. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have everything cut out and inked, and I went ahead and grabbed some scraps from my fabric bin, my scrappy fabric bin, some burlap and some little eyelet lace and some netting and some tulle, and then just a strip of torn fabric that had red on it, so we can play with that. And then I have my inked hole reinforcers, so we'll need those, and we'll get to this in a second, but I want to show you this first. So one of the templates, let me find it here, is this mason jar, And instead of making a mat for this one, I cut out the full shape from the red cardstock and cut out the center. Before I did that, I added, you can see, double-sided sticky tape around the outer edge, and it's got a red backing. That's why it's kind of blending in. And then, I cut out the center, and I also traced around a piece of acetate that will fit behind here. And I thought that would be kind of cute to do that. So let's start there. And then I fussy cut out all these pieces. So I thought maybe a couple of these veggies could maybe go back inside the mason jar. I don't know, we'll see here in a second. So the first thing I want to do is attach the acetate to the back here, and my lighting is really horrible today. So it's raining, so the sunlight is not, the sun is not out, is what I'm trying to say. So I can't really see, but we'll do the best we can here. All right, let me pull off all of this. I hope you're all having a good day. Besides the rain, things are good here. It is Pixie's birthday. She is 2 today. So she's spending the day with her friends at daycare. And so she doesn't have to sit here and be bored while I'm working all day. And then tomorrow, Tyler, my youngest son, is flying up for a quick visit. He's in school in Florida, for those of you who may not know, and he graduates July 2nd, but his birthday is June 4th, and he needs to get his driver's license renewed. So unfortunately, he needs to make a quick trip up here. Not unfortunately for me, I'm excited to see him, of course, but it's only a month before graduation. But yeah, so he's coming up for the weekend, so he'll be here for his 21st birthday, which is awesome. And then, so that's on Friday, and then Saturday we are spending the day with Nick, who is my oldest, and his fiance Lauren, and their 2 kiddos. So I'm excited about that. I think we're either gonna go play putt-putt golf or go bowling or do something fun like that. We are in the midst of the 17-year cicada nonsense. I don't know if you have those where you live. I am petrified of these things. So I have been just kind of hanging out inside my house because yeah, they are terrifying. If you don't have them where you live, you can Google it if you're brave, to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, they're everywhere, and they're very loud, and their shells, they like crawl out of the ground, and it's so freaky. I do not like them at all. So yeah, Mike has to help me, my husband has to help me get to my car if I need to go anywhere. So I just don't go anywhere. That's how I solve that issue, because they're terrifying, and they're huge, and they have these creepy red eyes. And yeah, so anyway, Nick and Lauren don't have them quite as bad as we do, but if they're anywhere at all, we're gonna stay inside because I do not like them. My husband has the best time messing with them. Yeah, not my thing. not my thing. The dogs think that they're a lovely snack, which is at the same time disgusting and also awesome because that's less of them flying around. But yeah, not not cool. Luckily they're not bringing them inside. Okay, so I wasn't checking while I was talking. Hopefully I was in frame. Basically I just glued that to the back, or stuck it down on the tape, and then I trimmed around because I had not laid it down quite properly. All right, so my thought was, I brought my book over that I've been using for the freebies. So if you missed any of them, March was the first month. So we had like a St. Patrick's Day theme. And then April, no, this is still March. Well, Emily, why did I write April there? This is all March. You know what? Let's just forget about that. April, I think I gave that away. I can't remember. And then May, the May freebie, we did a swap in the group. So that I sent mine out. So, okay. So I thought I could put this on the page and maybe we could put some veggies in here. Let's see. Let's see if we can make that look nice. Yeah, I kind of like it just like that, right? That's kind of cool. All right, so I'm gonna try to leave this where it is, and I'll glue these down. Yeah, I went through here and I wrote April on that page because I thought I had forgotten to put the month. I'm just a goober, and yeah, that wasn't April at all. So I am just adding some glue here to these, and then I can add a bit more here and here. Whoops. I think that should be fine. That'll hold it in place until, you know, it just needs to stay there so that I can glue the mason jar down like so. All right, so let's add I don't want to go crazy with the glue because it'll show through. So I'm going to get as close to the edge as I can with just a little bit. I'm actually going to just smooth it out a little bit with my hand. There. There, that's fun. Okay, and then I was thinking this is the leftover bit from where I cut out the mats, and I thought maybe I could cut out these words here. Sort of very roughly, just a rough fussy cut here. Go. And we can put that right there. All right, let me ink that up real quick. So yeah, that's what's going on here. my mom's coming to visit on Friday as well, so that'll be nice. Hi Mom, if you're watching. There, I think that is super cool. There we go. I like that a lot. Okay, now my other idea, I've got the big tag here, right? The big long one. Woo. I thought I could use that over on the side here and turn it into a side tuck for some of the ephemera pieces. And then you even get this little doodad to put at the top to poke your hole. All right, so let's glue this down first. So while I was cutting all of this out, I couldn't help but think how much easier this cutting would be if I had a scan and cut. So I am now really hoping that I can save, you know, I just want to save up and get one of those because, man, my hands do not want to cooperate with the cutting at all. All right, so there's that, and then our little guy here, I will glue him on. Just, yeah, I'm glad I didn't film the whole cutting and tracing process because it was quite difficult probably to watch. Okay, I'm gonna put a hole in there and I'm gonna actually add something to the top. I want to let that dry a little bit, so I'm gonna set that aside and let's look at the rest of what we have here. So I cut the rooster out for this little tiny guy, so we'll glue him down. He's very majestic. Okay, and we'll poke a hole there in a minute. And then you've got this one, it's very pretty. And I'm gonna glue that down. I love this idea of, you know, matted tags. They're very pretty. Oops. And Nikki's design collage sheet. The collage sheet is really nice as well. She does a really good job. All right, now I thought maybe I want to put something up here. And let's see, I have some liquid pearls. I'm not sure if I have any colors that would be appropriate. Thinking here, maybe the sage. Maybe not the sage. I'm feeling that's gonna end up looking Christmassy. We have copper, rose gold. Let's just use white. White opal. I'll set that aside. All right. And I think we'll just sort of add some dots around the outside here. I love this stuff. I just recently broke down and purchased all of these because, oops, I've seen them used so many times and I'm like, oh, that would be really fun to have. It just adds something and it's pretty easy. Just have to let it dry. Right, and then maybe we'll go ahead and just add a dot down here in the corner, just to kind of bring it all together. Maybe up in these corners too. I don't know. Maybe it's too much. I like it. I think it looks pretty. All right, so that'll need to dry. So that's what that looks like. We'll let that dry. And then we have this one here. I love this lady looking yonder. Glue her down. There we go, and one more. I didn't do all of them because I didn't have enough room on the collage sheet, and I also didn't want this video to end up being, you know, multiple hours long. So I just chose a few of the templates. There are so many to play with. All right. So what I did, I laid the templates down onto the collage sheet, you know, just sort of where I thought it would look nice to be cut out from. So that's how I did that. Nothing terribly complicated in that regard. Okay, now I'm gonna add I'm gonna add them first, or add the front one first, not the back one. Don't add the back one first. That won't go well. Ugh, I can't get it centered. There we go. Okay, so if you add it to the front and then put your hole punch, just line your hole punch up with the hole, it'll be perfect. See? All right, and then you can put the back one on. Like so. All right, let's do that. You know what, these might be too big. Yep, that's too big for that. Let's do this one. Just like so. And then maybe for this one, we can add, I think we'll do a brad. All right, so what I'm gonna do is do you want burlap? Yeah, let's do that. Just cut off a piece here, and then I'm just gonna cut it roughly in half. It's not perfect, but all right. And then I'm gonna poke a hole here for my brad. My pokey tool, if I can find it. You know, roughly in the center. I never have my foam board or I have a little piece of foam and it's never sitting here when I'm filming. I usually put that behind. Okay, and that was, yeah, roughly center. And then I'm just gonna put the brad through the burlap in the back, like so. And then when you put the legs down, it'll hold it in place like that. Super cute, see? Okay, that one is done. These two, I think we will just add some fabric to the top here. Cut a couple pieces. I'm going to trim that down a little bit. There we go. And then this one, same thing. Go. And then, okay, so now this guy. So I'm gonna poke a hole in the top. Are these, I think that'll work. Oh, sorry. So there we go. And then there we go. And then maybe we'll use, do we want lace? Lace, or how about tulle? Let's do tulle. This one. Come on. There we go. Oh goodness. Oh, I think I like it just the way it is, just all floofy. Very cool. All right, then we can bring this over. I'm gonna turn it, whoops, sideways. And I'm gonna try not to move that piece with the paint on it out of the way here. All right, so I thought I could just add this to the page and leave it open on this side. And then that way we have a place to tuck some of our pieces. So let me go ahead. I want to hold it here so that I don't put glue on this side. That's how I do that. So I am just gonna add glue right along the edge and then also on the bottom so nothing falls out. And I'll just put that right there. And then we have a nice little tuck spot. So let's see what else we can, I want to add, oh, I wonder if I could make this sort of a pocket now. But I might just glue that down. I need a pocket. I need a pocket to add my tags to here. Could we use? Here's where I try and quickly think. All right. Let me determine how wide we need this. Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, different idea. Let's take them in the side up here like this. Okay, that's a better idea. All right, now let me see if I have a piece that will work. Nope. Okay, let's think a different way. What do we have here that might work as a pocket? Oh, here, perfect, perfect. Okay, yep, all right, so I'm gonna use the little, the postcard piece from the embellishment sheet, okay? And I'm gonna just put glue around, oh my gosh, okay, these three sides here and make a side pocket. All right, we'll let that dry for just a minute. Maybe we can embellish this a little. How about we add our lettuce and our little snail guy here. Actually, I might use some of this netting. I'll trim it up here momentarily. You just hold that down so the glue goes through the netting. Holds that in place. Maybe we'll add the beans here too. Oops. I am a mess lately. We had our house appraised on Friday. We're not moving, we're just trying to refinance. and I spent a lot of hours just sort of deep cleaning the house because it really needed to be done. And I thought, what better time, right? And yeah, my hands were just sort of a mess after that. All right, let's add our little snail guy. Yeah, I did too much, as per usual. Okay, then we can trim around some of this. I'm just very haphazardly trimming. I don't even know where this came from, to be honest. I don't remember. It was just in with all my stuff. All right. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I find things and I'm like, ooh, that's cool. All right. Now, I think that's probably dry. So let's see what we want to add in there. This maybe? I don't know if it'll go in all the way. Yep, it does. Perfect. Okay. And I printed a tea-dye sheet on the back of all the ephemera pieces. All right. And then our tags, and then that'll be pretty because it'll be hanging out, and I love when things hang out from the side, right? Okay, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of that in there, and that's fine. Let me see if I can just get one more. Let's move this a bit. There we go. And we've got floofy stuff. All right, we'll put this guy somewhere else. Let me put the cap on my glue. All right, let's flip over here. Now, obviously, this is going to need more time to dry, so I can't put that in yet. But I also have these two pieces, so maybe we can just sort of decorate up the places that you don't really have anything. Here, let's do this. I'm going to take the 2 tickets that come in the kit, or on the embellishment sheet. I'm going to add them down here, and that can be a little tough spot as well. So I'm just going to add glue. To the bottom part there. I got a little carried away. Okay. And then maybe our little plate of strawberries can go down along the bottom there. And then I'll add this piece. I can't remember. I don't know if it matters. I can't remember which way. I think I like it this way. Wait. Did I say this way? There we go. Okay. Now we can, let's see, we'll tuck that guy and this guy in there. And then we have these 2 pieces, and they can go over here. And then once this dries, it can get tucked in as well. All right, I think that does it. Let me I didn't use my lace. Let's put the lace, turn this sideways. It's hard to keep everything in frame. Let's put the lace up here. Let me get my Fabri-Tac. Eef, that's a mess. I wish that Beacon could figure out a redesign of their bottles. So one, they don't break. So mine, I mean, I usually buy it from Amazon, and almost every time the nozzle is already ripped off halfway, right? When I get it. Like, oh, that's nice. I didn't even have a chance to break it on my own. And if it doesn't show up broken, it very easily breaks. And yeah, and they love-hate relationship with Fabri-Tac. It's always been that way for me. When I first started, I hated it, and I didn't even, I mean, I didn't use it. But then I realized that yes, there are good things about it, and it's good for certain, you know, it's good for some things. But okay, so there is our little side pocket with our little layering down here at the bottom, and we've got our tags in here, and this gorgeous journaling card. And then oh, come on, there we go. You have to do it one at a time, Emily. All right, and then down here we have our cute little mason jar with our veggies inside, and then our little ticket tuck spot with a journaling card and our little rooster tag. And then this guy is drying. And over here we have the sunflower up at the top, and then our gentleman farmer with a couple journaling cards in there. And I will write June, because it's actually June. Let's see if I can do this on camera. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. If I try to do fancy, it's just probably gonna go horribly wrong. There we go. There. Good enough. All right. That is why I don't draw or do creative lettering. That's horrible. Let's cover that up, okay? All right, guys, I hope that this inspired you to play around with Nikki's new freebie kit. Come check out the Facebook group if you have not already, and you'll be able to get all of the freebies from March and forward. So yeah, it's super exciting. We have a lot of fun in there. People, the ladies in that group are so creative and so talented. And I learn something new every day. I can't keep up with all the projects I want to do from the things that I've learned in that group. So come check us out. And yeah, I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you have time to do something that you love today. And take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.